Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the DerpCast, episode 14. We're on episode 14. I hope we're doing well today. Welcome to it. Welcome to the DerpCast, guys. Hope we're doing well today. Happy Tuesday. Well, today's Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. This will be up tomorrow, August 26th. So, heck yeah, buddy. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Let's jump right into it. So yesterday's stream was pretty good. Pretty good. First we played through the Marathon Hero 2 preview pack, and it's kind of funny to think about that because it was 8 songs long. The pack, it was a little 8 pack, but the total runtime was 2 hours and 3 minutes because it's Marathon Hero and all the songs are stupidly long. There's like some like 20-minute long songs and like a half-hour Buckethead song and a really long solo medley, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun overall. There's like a metal cover of Megalodon, which was interesting to listen to. It was from Half Duck, so of course it was good, right? Um, but yeah, it was fun. And then after that, we did a Rocksmith stream. We did Rocksmith requests, and we got rated by Chainbrain, which is pretty cool. And we also got rated by Rincewind and Rainblank, and that was pretty cool. I'd never been rated by Chainbrain before, which was really awesome. I like his content a lot. He's been growing on me as a creator, and so when he dropped a big raid on us, I was like, whoa. I was really appreciative of it. I thought it was really good. So shout out to Chainbrain and friends. I looked back on his VOD to see like how he decided to raid me, and it was Tale of My Defeat, Taleo Medifit. If you watch this podcast, thank you for that. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. His chat loves Hypa Hypa, from what I could tell. So I made sure to play Hypa Hypa after I played him a song. He wanted me to do Wood by Alice in Chains, but Steam wouldn't let me buy it. It's weird, so I played Man in the Box instead. But anyway, that was cool. It was a good stream the whole night. I like having streams like that. Um, Especially after the couple days I had where I was like not feeling like myself and stuff, which is what I'm gonna which is what I'm going to transition into here. Last Thursday I didn't stream because I was helping my friend Rob with his 12-hour stream because it had been a year since he hit affiliate, and so he had a celebratory broadcast. So we did the endless, what's it called? Ultimate Shredathon Volume 1. I think that's the name of it. I always forget. I know the word shreds in it. It's Ultimate Shredathon. I know it is. But we did that. We did most of it. We got like 4 stars in. It was like we were like over halfway done. We were in the middle of like a Dragon Force medley after playing for like 2 hours or something, and he's like, I want to call it. Do you want to call it? I'm like, I'll call it if you want to call it. I'm not gonna force you. It's up to you. And he's like, yeah, we should quit. And so we did. And then I think he played Fall Guys for the rest of his stream. I'm pretty sure. And I felt kind of bad because even the next day he was like, man, my hand still hurts. I feel bad for the guy. It's hard. It takes a lot of like stamina and endurance and all that crazy stuff if you want to play something like that for an extended period of time. I remember back in 2018 for a stream I did the Ultimate Endurance Challenge, which I think is roughly the same. I think it's shorter than the Ultimate Shredathon because I think the Ultimate Endurance Challenge is like a little over 3 hours long, and Shredathon's almost 4. But either way, it's still 2 stupidly long like solo medleys that are designed to like break your fingers pretty much. That's what I think. But I remember I did that, and like my knuckles were so sore, like for the rest of the night. I remember, and they were pretty sore last Thursday too, after we played most of that Shredathon. But I'm okay now, thankfully. Uh, and so yeah, Thursday night, some stuff happened that brought to my attention how awful of a person I can be, and I was just overwhelmed with like shame and depression and just gross feelings that I just barely left my bed until Saturday. So that was fun. And yeah, I came back on Saturday, and people were really supportive and sweet and stuff, and that was really cool. So thank you for that. Um, yeah, you're gonna have bad days, boys and girls. You might have a bad couple days, whatever it takes for you to process your feelings, Um, and I know in the moment it seems like, oh, I'm gonna feel this crappy forever, but you get out of it. You get out of it eventually. Sometimes you have to like force yourself to get out of it because I didn't stream Thursday because I was helping Rob. That was planned, but I didn't stream Friday. I almost didn't stream Saturday, but I just did to do it. And I'm like, if I don't if I don't force myself back into it, I'm just gonna be depressed forever. So I got back into it, and it was fun. It was a fun stream. Um, it ended with there's been weird people coming into the chat lately and saying really weird things. I don't know if it's a curse because I said I don't have a girlfriend on last week's, was it last week's? Yeah, I told the calling the police story. Um, but yeah, ever since then, I keep getting weird people in the chat saying like, "Oh, how old are you? Are you single?" Blah blah blah. And yesterday, a person who's been in the community forever and should know how to act was saying to someone else in the chat, "Hey, Derp's single, just so you know." Don't ever do that, okay? Don't ever do that. I know I laugh, but I'm serious. That's an awkward, awful thing to do. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Um, so yeah, there is that going on behind the scenes too. But like overall, the community overall is just as awesome as ever. So thank you guys for helping me feel like myself again after those rough couple days. And just yeah, thank you, I guess. Thank you for being good people. Being good people. A couple of you like messaged me on Discord and stuff being like, "Hey, if you want to talk, I'm here for you." Like, that's great. You guys are nice. I don't know if I'm the type to ever take somebody up on that because usually, especially when I'm in like a rough place, I usually think like, why would I tell them my problems? They have problems too, right? Like I think in that vein of like telling people about my problems. It feels selfish and it feels really like, oh, look at me, right? Because like everyone's got stuff they're dealing with, right? It's not my place to it's not my place to bother you with them or it's not my place to bother you with them or like talk to you about it, thinking that it's not your job, right? Like you deal with your problems and I'll deal with mine. And I know that's like a rough way to think about it, and I don't want to think that way, but that's that's where my brain goes usually. Is like, why are you so special? Just deal with your problems and move on. Everyone else does. But I should reach out to people more. It's just hard because again, that's how my brain thinks. But appreciate you guys who said things like that to me. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. I don't know what I'd do without you. Probably the same things because I don't reach out. Um, let's get more positive. This week's Rock Band DLC. I didn't play last week's, so this week's or no, last week's was I don't remember what it was. It was Periphery and Silverstein. So I'm gonna play those on Thursday as well. I'll start the stream out with that, and then after that I'll play this week's, which was I don't remember the second song, but I definitely remember the first one because holy crapus, was Derpy Boy excited for it. Hold on, I'm gonna switch the scene again. Bloop. Bloop. Oh wait. Put it over here then, since it's on this screen. Rock Band done tweeted it. Yes, they did. Yes. We're getting Suburban's Candles and The Weeknd's Blinding Lights. Now, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd is the pop jam of the year, dude. It's got like retro vibes to it. It sounds like an old 80s song. It's got that beat to it. It reminds me of like not Take On Me. It has the same kind of like drum beat as Take On Me, I guess, but like yeah, it's a total 80s throwback catchy song. I'm super happy to have that in the game. And Cradles by Suburban, I didn't know what that was. The preview I heard of it was kind of I don't I didn't have a good first impression with it. I maybe have to listen to it a couple more times. But apparently it got popular on TikTok, so I'm sure Mama Derp and Sophie know what it is. But yeah. So season 18 starts this week as well. I don't know what the Rivals Challenge is yet because they haven't announced it yet. I should like do these podcasts on like Thursdays because then I'll know what the Rivals Challenge is for the week. It's gonna involve these two songs, I'm sure. Uh, Also, this is the first season where they're just making the season pass instead of like the Spotlight Plus pass and all that weird stuff. So now you can just buy the season pass, and it'll cover all the DLC that comes out over season 18, which is really cool. I'm really excited for that. So yeah, this Thursday I'll just buy that season pass, and then I'll be covered for 8 weeks or whatever it is. So that'll be good. So yeah, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd and Cradles by Suburban. I'm really excited for Blinding Lights. Like you have no idea. I freaking love that song, man. I might sing it. I might sing it this week. I usually just do guitar when we do the rock band stuff for the week, but I might sing it too. I remember I sang on Popular Monster when that came out because I had to. It's just one of those songs where you have to, right? I'm a popular monster. So that's exciting. Upcoming videos. Yes. Talk about upcoming videos, boys and girls. Let's do it. This city's cold and empty. No one's around to know. I can think clearly when you're gone. So I haven't done any video stuff lately because what I was talking about before, all motivation just went out the window. But pretty soon I'll be adding more because there's nothing new compared to last week. I just have less to talk about because more have gone live since then. Oh, I have to share Timmy. Timmy went up today, Lords of the Underworld on 150. But anyway. Tomorrow will be this podcast. Day after that will be, or I'll do this at midnight, maybe? Jeff Beck? Maybe Jeff Beck will be tonight at midnight, Scatterbrain Live, because I content out to September 4th. I need to pull it in a little bit. Scatterbrain FC and Clone Hero. Follow Me by Uncle Cracker, but Peter Griffin singing it in Twitch Sings. Coldplay Speed of Sound FC on Rock Band 4. Pressure by Corey Hotline FC and Clone Hero. A sandwich. I'm uploading a sandwich on August 30th. Nothing else. Safety Torch on 275% on August 31st. Do-Wah Diddy coming on September 1st. The Duality Slipknot cover from Real Friends that was on the Charts 2 set list, FC and Clone Hero. Fine Again by Seether, FC and Clone Hero. And Talk Dirty to Me on 200% speed, FC and Clone Heroes coming up. I do have quite a few streams to comb through to make more videos of, so I should get on that, boys and girls. Yes, I should. Gotta get back into the swing of things, I say. Gotta get back into the swing of things, I say. You ever notice I do that? If I don't know what to say or if I don't want awkward silence, I'll just say the thing I just said twice. I'll say the thing I just said twice. There it was again. Let's do Discord questions. There's quite a few. As you guys know, every week I answer your questions on Discord. I have a channel called Podcast Questions. You can just ask me whatever the heck you please, man. What did we leave off on? We left off on Super Smash, about people testing out my Twitch emotes while I'm recording. So holy crapus, we have a lot. Let's go. Jenna says, who is your favorite Twitch streamer that's not you? Bold of you to assume that I like my own content. Favorite Twitch streamer? That's too hard. I don't know if I have a favorite Twitch streamer out of all of them. Probably Jason Paradise, because he inspired me to become a streamer in the first place. So he's definitely up there. I like a lot of streamers. I've been doing this at night before I go to bed. I'll like stop into people's streams for like a second just to see what's going on with them and how they're doing and stuff. But yeah, probably Jason Paradise, because I try to stop into his, I try to like prioritize his. Whenever I see he's live, I'll try to pop in when I get a chance, because I like that guy. He inspired me. Tyler says, who would you consider your most loyal viewer? Well, your username on Twitch is definitely not a loyal viewer, so not you, Kappa. I don't know, probably Orchidiva, because she has the most channel points among anybody else. Serene MCFC says, anything you're looking forward to for the rest of the year? 2020 has been a mess, but I feel like there's still a chance that we can end the year very strong. I like the positivity. I like the positivity, Serene. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking forward to really. Games, I guess. More video games, because I'm not gonna go out and do anything. So I'm looking forward to more good streams with you guys. I want to spread more good vibes with the world, with the community. And yeah, we'll just see how 2020 ends. I guess I was reading somewhere, I don't know how true this is, but like there's supposed to be an asteroid that comes close to Earth like the day before election day, or it's supposed to hit Earth. I'm like, that's no. And then I'm like, why wouldn't that happen? Andrew says IIRC, if I remember correctly. The guitar you play Rocksmith with is a Spectrum, right? Yes. Funny story, I have it right here. Spectrum. I bought it in a Finger Hut magazine at Mama Derp's, or from Mama Derp's advice to build my credit, so I think it's paid off now. I think I paid it off right away. It was only like $200. If we're taking your budget out of the equation, what model guitar would you love to have? It's funny you're asking this, because yesterday I was literally talking about this on stream with JP, XX760. That guy, we were talking about guitars for a bit. And he said, what did he just buy? He bought a really expensive model of guitar. It starts with a C. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. But he said, like, because I was talking about, like, if I ever wanted to upgrade, and he said I should get an Ibanez. And I've heard good things about Ibanez guitars. I would like to get one of those. How much are they? That's my question of the hour. Let's find out. Let's find out, man. Ibanez guitars. I don't know. Because they're like super high quality and stuff. What if I want to buy one? Like, look at these. They're schmexy. Want like this blue one, or maybe this one? This one looks cool. Look at this one. Why do I have 1992 internet? Load. Load, I say! Look at that. That's a schmexy guitar right there. And what's this one? S Prestige. That's a schmexy name, too. Look at that. Yeah, I'd love an Ibanez guitar. I've heard good things about those. Look at those. They're so colorful. I love them. Oh, I like this blue one, man. I like this blue one. Heck yeah. And so, I thought that was the price, but it's S1070, not $1,070. Yeah, I don't know where to buy these on the website, but yeah. Ibanez guitars are expensive, aren't they? They look like they could be expensive. Dealers? Or online store, I just saw online store. Here, let's just take a gander and see how much they are. As soon as my 1992 internet wants to load, of course. That would be the best. Oh, do I have to do this? Oh, that's why. It was waiting on me, bud. Create an account. I don't want to create an account. Why can't I just window shop without you having my information? Whatever. I'd like an Ibanez guitar. That's your answer to the question. What are the biggest celebrities you've looked up to as a kid? Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler, Will Smith. Who else did I look up to? I loved Will Smith. I've loved Will Smith my whole life. He's such a wholesome, nice, funny guy. One of my favorite movies growing up was Men in Black. I've always loved Will Smith. He's a cool guy. Jim Carrey too. Jim Carrey's really funny. And I know in recent years he's come off as like kind of like wacko, like he's lost touch with reality, and maybe he has, I don't know. But I always find like there was a graduation speech Jim Carrey did a few years ago for some college, I don't remember, and I still watch it once in a while if I'm feeling like inspired about what I want to do with my life and stuff. It's really, really good, really funny, really inspirational. I should link to it in the video. There's like he did a really good graduation speech a few years ago for some college. I don't remember what college, and he like showed off his paintings and stuff. It's a really good painter, Jim Carrey. He's a really good artist, like in general. So yeah. And Adam Sandler's movies I grew up with, I always thought he was a chill, funny guy. But yeah, probably Will Smith and Jim Carrey. I like those guys a lot. I always looked up to them. Serene MCFC says 2 short questions. Favorite horror movie? I don't watch as many movies as I used to, but I remember when I was a kid, I liked horror movies a little bit. I always liked the Saw series, and I always kept up. I always kept up with the Saw movies and the Final Destination movies. I always thought those were good. Um, the Chucky movies too. I'd always make sure to catch. I think there's a new Chucky movie out or a newer one that I haven't seen yet, but I don't keep up with movies anymore. I really need to. Um, Yeah, probably. I loved the Saw movies growing up. Like it was always a tradition every like Halloween, every October. Me and Mama Derp would go to see the new Saw movie in theaters. Um, will you ever play the full Shrek chart on your own time? I got 95% on it. I have it as a channel points community reward, but not a lot of people seem to be interested in contributing to it. So maybe like on my own one night, if I'm not streaming, I'll just play it to play it and see how I do. Um, I'm gonna go for 96. Beat that, Kappa. Andrew says, before I watched Twitch for my entertainment online, I watched a crap ton of YouTube growing up. I know you've talked about Wheezy Waiter a few times, but are there any other YouTubers you've really liked watching? For me, Smosh, Ray William Johnson, Ownage Pranks, and Ryan Higa were some of my favorite channels as a kid. Don't want to say Ryan's main channel since it sounds like another word if you get what I mean. I do. Yes, I do. I don't think he means it that way, but it's pretty close. Yeah, Wheezy Waiter's been a favorite of mine since I was like in high school, I think is when I found his channel. And he hit 1 million subs recently too, and I'm super proud of him. He's been hammering it hard on YouTube since like 2007, so it's very much well earned and deserved that he hit 1 million subs finally. He should have hit it years ago. His content is definitely million sub worthy, if not more. Another YouTuber I really enjoy is Gus Johnson. I think he's like the most funny dude on earth. I don't know what it is. His energy is just, and he's a really wholesome, nice guy too. Like on top of that, like he's just funny and he's nice and he's just a cool guy. I like him. He grew up like not too far from me. Like he grew up in some small town in Wisconsin, and I looked it up. It's like an hour away from me. Um, he reminds me of a couple friends I had growing up. He just has a funny vibe. I like him. He makes really funny videos, and sometimes he'll go on like these long rants about like why Steve Harvey's a bad person or this or that. Or he'll just have a day where he rants about stuff, and he'll tape his microphone to like a just anything, like a candle or a baby doll, and he'll just talk into the baby's head. It's the most random stuff. I love the guy. I love the guy. Who else? Gus Johnson, Wheezy Waiter. Those are my 2 big ones, honestly. Like whenever they upload a video, I make sure I get around to watching them. Who did you mention? Ray William Johnson. I used to watch. I used to watch Equals 3 when I was a kid. I know he makes videos on YouTube or Facebook now, but I haven't kept up with him that much. I've never seen Smosh. I don't know what Ownage Pranks is, but I used to watch Ryan Higa's stuff way back in like middle school. I remember some friends showed me like how to be a gangster and all those super old videos. I'm trying to think. Let me look through my just basic YouTube subs quick to get an idea. Halsby is a great Rocksmith player. We all know this. Nacy's a good Beat Saber player. Joker the Anarchist is a good Rocksmith player. Ashney Christ, she does good like Twitch advice and stuff, like how to know how to grow your channel and stuff like that. Advice on streaming, which is cool. La la la. Trey Kennedy's funny. I think he used to make Vines, but now he does like YouTube videos. He's come out with some funny stuff lately. Who else? Who else? Who else? I don't know. There's a lot of good people on the YouTubes. John Sedano. Remember John Sedano, when he uploaded all those All-Star covers back in like 2016? Blaine Storm, my buddy Blaine, he's killing it on YouTube lately with his walkthroughs. He's doing really good. Yeah. Yeah. God, I have so many people I'm sub to, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I guess that's a few people. I used to watch Boogie2988 all the time. I kind of fell out of watching his stuff. Got to get back into it. La 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 la. I think that's it. That's a good enough answer, right? Did that scratch the itch of you wanting to hear about what YouTubers I like and stuff like that and stuff? I just saw DJ Comerbund. He's a guy. He's a talented fella. He's a talented mashup fella. Why am I looking at this? I don't need to. I'm looking at Discord. Let's see. Orcadiva69 says biggest kitchen fail. I don't cook, so pretty much anything I would do would be a kitchen fail. Couple times a year, Mama Derp will bring me into the kitchen like, come on, you need to learn to cook, young man. And she'll just have me watch her do things. So, I don't know. I'm not a good cook. I need to learn how to cook because I just don't know how. I can make a mean sandwich. That's as far as I go. Trying to think biggest kitchen fail. I guess the most experience I have was when I worked at the gas station. Sometimes it would be really busy with like people ordering pizzas and stuff, and we were understaffed. So once in a while they'd have me come back and like cut pizzas, and that's like the most kitchen experience I have in my life. So yeah, that's about it. One thing you refuse to share. One thing I refuse to share. I don't know. Is there supposed to be something I don't want to share with people? I mean, I won't share my bottles of water with you. That's gross. Especially these days. Something I won't share. I don't know. If you want something, I'll feel bad if I don't give it to you. If you had to be an inanimate object for a year, what would it be? I'd be a table, because then I can ask people why they left the keys up on me, and they'll just say they wanted to. So after that, I pinged everyone saying, if anyone has questions, I'm recording tomorrow. And Crazy Kid King says, what are those? I used to have a joke I told people where it was if I ever need you guys to take care of my plants while I'm gone, make sure to water those. That's about the reaction it got. Silence. Evan is cursed. Says, why are you absolutely awesome? Don't do that. October. Just, I don't. What do you want me to say? Thank you for thinking I'm absolutely awesome. That's very nice of you, but I wish I could see myself that way. Oktoberfest says, you dip French fries on your ketchup, or do you pour ketchup on the fries? I like either one, honestly. I think I'm more partial to just pouring. I don't like ketchup. I would put ranch on my fries, but I would pour my condiments. I like having condiments on the thing itself because it's less work, right? It's already on it. Just pick it up and eat it. You know, it's really that simple. Ethan the Dab King 2020 says, Derp, what's your favorite restaurant? Okay. I think I've talked about this before. I haven't eaten there since pre-COVID, but Hoo Hut Mongolian Grill is really good. Whenever me, Mama Derp, and Sophie go out into the city for the day, that's where we used to end up eating. It's a really good place. It's Mongolian food, Asian food. You go up, it's like a buffet. You pick out all your ingredients, your noodles, your meat, your veggies, and it's all frozen. Your sauce, you put that on too. And then you take it up to, there's this big circular grill that a couple of people are like cooking at for you, a couple of workers, and you just give them your food and they pour it on the grill and cook it for like 5 minutes. It's cool to watch them. It's cool to watch them do it. And then you take your food back and you eat it. But yeah, it's an interesting experience for a restaurant. I've never been to another place that does something like that, but I really like Hoo Hut. Their food's really good. It's an interesting experience when you go. It's just fun. Sometimes we get s'mores afterwards. Yeah, probably Hoo Hut. I really like. What else do I like? Hoo Hut's like my default. It's like because it's like our default place that we go to. So I'm just gonna say that. I like other places too though. Andrew says, what's an FC on Rock Band that you would love to go for on guitar? I remember back in the day when I was playing on the Wii, I really wanted to FC Good Morning Black Friday by Megadeth. I remember being really close. I don't think I ever got it, so that'd be fun to go back for, like modern day on Rock Band 4. but as crappy as I am on the Rock Band engine these days, thank you, Clone Hero. Uh, I don't know if that'll happen, but that'd be fun to get motivated and go for, I guess. Evan is Cursed says, have you ever been to a concert? If yes, which was your favorite? If no, who would you like to see? I've never been to a concert. Growing up, I've had pretty thick social anxiety, so I just avoid large crowds like that. And now we're all supposed to avoid large crowds at any given cost, so, you know, even if I wanted to go, I couldn't. Who would I like to see? I would have loved to see Chris Cornell before he passed away. That's still, even though he's gone, that's still my number one choice. But as for who's still with us, probably Disturbed, because I like Disturbed. I like Ice Nine Kills. I like Metallica would be cool to see, because they're getting up there in age, right? So better hurry up. I don't know how much, and they're only in their 50s. They're not geriatric. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever go to a concert now. So, well, I've seen pictures like of news articles where they're like, where concerts in the future will just be like these little separate areas with like 4 chairs or something, which that would fix the social distancing issue, I guess. So there's that. But yeah, Chris Cornell in any capacity would have been amazing to see. I have some live Disturbed DVDs, or I have a live Disturbed DVD, and I used to watch that when I was younger and like imagine I was there. Sympathetic. Andrew says, have you ever broken a bone? If so, how bad was it? I've never broken a bone, thankfully. I always worry about how much that would hurt. So thankfully that's never happened to me. I remember when I was a kid, like, I don't know, kindergarten, first grade, I was really young. It was recess. And I remember my one friend, we had like there was like a loose ropey ladder, I guess is what you would call it. You climbed it to get to the top of the playground level thing. I don't know how to say words. But there was that. My friend was climbing up that ladder and he like, I don't know, he lost his balance and he fell back and he broke his arm. And I remember hearing him crying like super hard. I looked down and like his bone was sticking out of his arm and it freaked me out, man, because I was like 6 years old. I'm like, holy crapus. And so, yeah, I remember seeing that and thinking, I hope that never happens to me. And here we are 20 years later and it hasn't, so fingers crossed. Sweet baby Jesus. I've never broken a bone. I'm trying to think of like my biggest injury of all time, which none. I sit in my room for most of my life, so I don't hurt myself that much. I remember once when I was like, I don't know, 11, 12. I used to go to the pool every summer. Like every day, I would just be at the pool during my summer vacations. That was like my life. I'd be there from open to close. I loved swimming. I loved being at the pool. It was a good time. It was a good time. But anyway, one day I like stepped on glass when I was there, and that really hurt because I had to like. Did I need stitches? I don't remember. I think I did. They had to take glass out of my foot, so I probably did. It hurt like crazy. That's the biggest I've ever been hurt, probably. But yeah, that happened when I was a kid. And I remember my mom complained to like the lifeguards there, and they're like, there wasn't glass on the ground. Yeah, there was. You want to see it? I have proof. But yeah, that's probably the biggest I've like ever been hurt. But I've never broken a bone, I guess. That's the most I've ever been hurt. So there you go. The real Rob Schneider 69. Oh wait, no, never mind. After the broken no bone question, Andrew says, any vocal FCs you would love to go for on Rock Band? I'd like to FC Blinding Lights, which is coming out this week. Funny story about vocal FCs. I used to be like hardcore go for vocals FCs, like back in the day when I played on like the Wii. I remember I FC'd every single song in Warriors of Rock on vocals on the Wii, like DLC included. And then I came to find out later, and that was because the Warriors of Rock vocal engine on the Wii is very, very lenient. So, like, I tried playing vocals on, like, the 360 version, or either 360 or PS3, I don't remember, and I remember it being really, really, like, a lot more strict, and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, my Vocals FC career is a lie. But I used to go for Vocals FCs on Rock Band 2 on the Wii as well. Yeah, I used to FC like as much stuff as I could. I used to like grind for FCs on Vocals when I was younger. But these days I don't that much. I just don't. It just never happens. I usually play guitar or drums on Rock Band, especially on the stream. Well, sometimes when we do Rock Band streams, I'll stick myself in on vocals when we do online sessions so that other people can play on their instruments. But yeah, I don't really grind for FCs on vocals anymore. I'd love to, I just don't. I never get around to it. So I'm gonna say Blinding Lights, because that's coming out this week, and that's gonna be really fun to sing. The real Rob Schneider 69 says, what are your favorite condiments on a Borgor? He means burger. So to come back to the favorite restaurant question, a fast food place I really like is called Culver's, which I think it's exclusive to the Midwest, or surrounding. It's Midwest and roughly a little bit beyond. I don't know what this movement was, but it happened twice. But usually when I get a burger there, I'll get they have, I think it's called a Culver's Deluxe, and on it is like bacon, lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard, and mayo. I think that's everything that's on it. It's freaking delicious. I tried a was it a burger at Hardee's, I think? It had jalapenos and barbecue sauce on it, and I like jalapenos, don't get me wrong, but they had put way too many on them, and I was miserable by the end of it. So I like a little bit of spicy, but like if it's too much, like my face gets redder than usual, and I'm just miserable. So Culver's Deluxe is usually what I go for if I want a Borgor. If I want that cheese Borgor. So yeah. Woogie Poo 2013 says, what do you think is the Krabby Patty secret ingredient? It's love, right? It's love. A cup of love. That's all you need. It's probably like, I don't know. It's probably ground up plankton or something. What was that? Oh wait, that wasn't real in that episode. I don't know. Let's speculate. What's the secret Krabby Patty ingredient? Do you think it's deer? Oh deer? That'd be gross. I've never tried deer. I'm sure it's gross. Krabby Patty secret ingredient. It's probably love. But it's a cup of love. Tyler says, who's your favorite person on the internet? You. Leo Blake says, have you ever had an injury that caused you to get stitches? Oh my god, I just talked about my foot! Well, I already covered that. That's funny. Rewind a little bit if you jump to this question, because I talked about it on Salamo's question about breaking a bone. I didn't break a bone, but I talked about my injury. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's funny. That's really funny. Alright, so gonna do it. Boys and girls, that is gonna do it for this podcast today. There comes a time during every podcast where we need to say goodbye to each other. And sadly, this is one of those times. I want to thank each and every one of you for listening. Type Borgor in the comments if you made it all the way through without stopping. Borgor, because that's how Rob spelled it on the thing. Borgor. Tell me about the Borgor in the comments below. So yeah. Thank you for listening. Tonight I will stream something. Probably Clone Hero Request or something safe like that. So yeah. Until next week, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. I love you all a freaking bunch. I mean that. I mean that. I know I say it a lot, but I mean that. And I hope we see each other again soon. Have a wonderful day, everybody.